Right, well, we're back at Meadowbank, 3 days on from our pre-season open with Walton and Hersham. We're back under the lights a bit later on. We've got Leatherhead visitors tonight for the annual Advertiser Trophy, El Classimo. Joined by Wanderers manager Marc White. Marc, good to see you.
Good to see you, mate.
Off the back of Saturday, we go again tonight. We've got Luke Moore, Matt Briggs back in the fold tonight, and a couple of the younger lads joining us as well. In terms of selection tonight and what we're expecting from the lads building on from Saturday, what are we hoping for this evening?
Well, I mean, it's good to obviously have Briggsy and Morrow back because it just sort of shares the load with the others. So a lot of the boys that were sort of put through strenuous activity Saturday, like Barry Fuller, Aaron Kuehl, they're going to take a bit of a back seat and do the second half, and we're going to take a bit of load off them, obviously conscious of any unwanted nasty injuries. This time of year is when you get those the little sort of red zone, if you like, when they do too much. Obviously great to have Briggsy back, by the way. I mean, he's done every session, and you know, you can expect him to look pretty good, I'd say.
Stop-start end of last season, wasn't it? Came back in, so no, great that he's got to go fresh. Yeah,
that's right. I mean, I think we've already agreed that Alfie's going to go to Bogdan on loan probably, because I think with Briggsy that he missed that. I think we bought him from sort of A to F, you know, last year, and it was too much. I think his first game might have even been Wrexham, his first start. So I think with Alfie, we're looking to do a loan to Bogdan, which both me and Alfie are friends with. You know, the Bogdan chief, so that could work really well. He lives down there. Niall and Josh is going to do some minutes at Mousehole Saturday. I've got the pronouncement right now. Mousehole. Once you get it, you get it. But it takes a while.
Once you got it, it's locked in. But
Mousehole. Josh this Saturday some minutes, and Niall the week after some minutes. Fortunately, they're not the unfittest players in the world, are they? So they're the ones that do the 12 Ks in a game. So. And then Macca, probably only a week or two away, and again, he doesn't need that much fitness levels. It's not really how he plays. So we are pretty all right that, you know, if these were wingers that were sidelined, it'd be more of a worry, wingers or fullbacks, you know. So yeah, and in terms of the boys, we're taking a bit of load off Barry Fuller, Aaron Kuehl, back three of Frankham, Tony Craig, Joe Cook and Dan Gallagher in front, and that's the four that finished the season so strongly in those last 12 games. Great end to the season. Morrow, obviously when he plays, he's going to come in and do sort of 45 to 60. You know, he brings us a lot of balance when he plays. There's four or five of these boys that have done 30 years at the club between them, and him and Briggs, Moore and Briggs are two of them. Moore and Jeb will play together. Jeb's super fit, so that works. Briggs and Seb showed some really good fitness levels on Saturday, I thought. Really good. He couldn't pass win first half, but second half he just started finding his range as we took him off.
We're into the game.
So I think Seb actually looked at it from a better starting position than when he joined us. When he joined us, it was a big step up, and he'd just come back from an injury.
I was literally going to say, I know he started his Bracknell season wasn't ideal because he had that injury as well.
And then Harry Ottaway, who I thought looked, you know, I thought Harry Ottaway and Seeger probably two of my highlights really. Saturday, I thought Harry looked really sharp. He's done a lot of work close season. He wants to play Harry, and Seeger, as well. I thought looked sharp. I thought they were two of the sort of more of the highlights. We're aiming to try and be a bit more compact. Obviously, I've said that over the years a lot, but back in the last season, we did start to get there. We're going to start really looking at that. I thought Saturday was a bit of a tale of the typical sort of having too much ball. You know, when you have too much ball, the left back should tuck in. He just starts to assume that he's not going to break down, or it might come back round to him, and it all gets a bit lazy. And so I thought it was quite disjointed. The sun was up, it was hot in the first game and all that stuff, but I think Leatherhead will be a better side than Walton in some ways. I think A, because they've recruited all players from that level, B, because they've got like Walton, a really good manager, and C, I think they'll have more aggression. I think they'll have more aggression in how they play. They're very much, a lot of those boys are stalwart, you know, players at the level, so I think they're going to pose a different test. I think they're going to be stronger physically than maybe what Walton were. we've got a load of youngsters we want to bring on. We want them to keep getting action. Jason Pryor on the bench, he'll do last 45. So we have been able to take a bit of load off of players tonight. That was the key.
You mentioned Leatherhead there, Mark, looking a bit closer at them this evening. Obviously finished last season really strong. Hayden came into the club midway through the campaign, and one of them where if the season went on for maybe a few more weeks, could have been in the playoff mix. So they'll be looking to go again this season. And as you mentioned there, expecting a strong test because they've recruited well in the last few weeks.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, they're not going to be out the top 3 of their league. They could easily run away with it for 20 points, to be frank. And I've got a lot of time for Leatherhead because it's only a falls out of their nearest neighbours. You know, like you've got to remember the legacy of the clubs. You know, I remember when we were a county league team, and they were doing us a favour, hosting a friendly on a wet night, ruining their pitch to help us out, paying for the officials, and we were like, wow, we're playing at Leatherhead. During the playoffs, during COVID, before we played Bath, they let us cut. We weren't allowed to train here. We had a problem, and they let us train there. And it's all good and well thinking, well, you know, we're in the National League and they're in, you know, Step 4 still, but that flips round. That's how football works.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think it's important to keep a good relationship, and I've got a lot of time for the club, and they are a club of real legacy in Mole Valley, more legacy than Dorking Wanderers. You know, I think this will be a really good game, and I hope the fans don't wind each other up too much. But yeah, so no, looking forward to it. I think it'll be a very close game.
Yeah, it always has been a competitive contest since the relaunch of the competition in 2019. Of course, Leatherhead won it for the first time since then last season, so we'll be eager to get it back tonight. Hopefully, it'll be a good game, good crowd, and we'll catch up afterwards.
Yeah, that's it. Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, Mark. Thank you.